And when we talk about substantive issues that relate to India's Muslim community, one of the things that really bothers ordinary people is the fact of wrongful arrests in terror cases. There have been terror errors, serious errors, one of them being the Makkah Masjid blast, where a number of Muslim youth were rounded up and arrested, even kept in illegal confinement and tortured, according to the state's minority panel. The state government then gave them monetary compensation. Today, that compensation has been struck down by the Andhra High Court. Uma Sudhir brings you this report.
Junaid had walked across from his medical college to Makkah Masjid for afternoon prayers on the 18th of May 2007 when the bomb went off. He was thought to be a suspect and was taken away by the police, kept in illegal custody and tortured. Junaid stayed in jail for several months, missing college and exams before being finally acquitted. In January 2012, Junaid, along with others wrongly accused of terror, was paid compensation of 3 lakh rupees by the Andhra Pradesh government.
जिस तरह से एक बोगस केस में बुक किया गया, ये कंपनसेशन कुछ नहीं है. इसके आगे गवर्नमेंट को और करना चाहिए था, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट इसको कुछ कर नहीं सकी.
Now the Andhra Pradesh High Court has struck down that order of the state government. The court said any claim for compensation should be made by filing a civil suit and has asked for the money paid to be recovered.
Why not one?
Former DGP Bhaskar Rao says paying compensation would have set the wrong precedent and opened a Pandora's box.
You just did it because somebody you duplicate and play to the gallery that you have done it. In a similar situation, you have not compensated anybody. Now, if you are going to say, look, everybody who's been wrongly arrested or acquitted or otherwise, an individual has been wronged, then you could say, look, if he has to be compensated only if there is a malified intention on the part of the investigating agency or some of the police or the state government, and deliberately they've done it, then one can understand.
Families of those wrongly accused are now being ordered to return compensation amount, say it is important that the officers involved be held accountable.
फाइट करेंगे और आगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट में अपील करेंगे. जो ऑफिसर्स इसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं उन लोगों को पनिशमेंट मिलना, क्योंकि उन लोग गलत उठाए और ये कंपनसेशन क्यों मिला हुकूमत से, क्योंकि इनकी गलती थी. गलत बच्चों को, इनोसेंट बच्चों को उठाए और टार्चर करे, 3rd डिग्री टार्चर करे, इसलिए ये कबूल करके हुकूमत दी थी.
ऐसा कोई चेंजेस नहीं है कंपनसेशन के बाद. जहाँ पर भी मैं जॉब करता हूँ वहाँ पर पुलिस की तरफ से हरास किया जाता है. जो वहाँ पे डायरेक्टर होते हैं, मैं हॉस्पिटल पे वहाँ पर जाके डायरेक्टर को वो किया जाता है, जिसकी वजह से मैं हर 6 मंथ के बाद हॉस्पिटल चेंज करता हूँ.
Junaid is reluctant to let us shoot at his clinic, but he is so bitter with his entire experience that he says he doesn't mind returning the compensation money if only the police will let him live his life. In Hyderabad with camera person Nagraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
So is this whole proposal of compensation gone horribly wrong and just adding injury to insult? Before we introduce our panel this evening, Andhra Pradesh's Chief Minister Kiran Reddy is joining us. Kiran Reddy, the question is that the state government hoped that in some ways this would help heal the wounds of young men who had been wrongfully arrested. The state government now at the receiving end of a High Court judgment that says there is no such provision in law to offer monetary compensation. What are you going to do?
No, actually, I have not gone through the judgment copy as yet. So I cannot comment on what the actual judgment is. But this particular issue, there were some youngsters were picked up regarding the bomb blast case, Makkah Masjid bomb blast case.
Yes.
Then later on, it was found by the CBI that the people who were involved in the case were people from outside the state, and these youngsters had got nothing to do with the bomb blast.
Okay.
These amounts were meant basically for the youngsters to start off a fresh life, because the mental agony or the suffering these families had because of the arrest and the social stigma which came with these arrests or with the taking these boys into custody, I think that is the reason we paid these boys, so that they can start off a fresh career.
I understand. But the question is that, Mr. Kiran Reddy, that your fact-finding panel by your own state minority panel actually spoke about illegal confinement and these boys being kept in illegal confinement, some of them being tortured. So the question is money really the best way to address that, or should the police officers who were found guilty of this have been punished in some way that would set a precedent?
No, we have asked the police department to do a departmental inquiry into the police action or police excess in this particular case,
Mr. Reddy,
and give us a report.
But it's been several years. These blasts took place in 2007. Surely the police is not still conducting its inquiry.
No, the CBI, this compensation was paid somewhere in 2011, if I remember right. And the CBI had taken a lot of time to give the report of this case. And once the report came and these youngsters were not involved, I think about 20 of them, we paid about 3 lakhs.
Yes.
And others, I think we paid about 20,000 who were taken into custody and left out. So we will examine the court judgment, and what has to be done, the state government will go through the judgment and we will take a call.
Okay, Kiran Reddy, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister, coming in there on the Andhra High Court, actually striking down a government decision to offer monetary compensation to Muslim youth, 70 of them who were wrongfully arrested in the Makkah Masjid blast. What sort of debate does this create around other terror errors, other cases across the country where young Muslim boys have been put away and later released because the charges just did not stick? Let's take you to our panel now. With us in the studio, Wajahat Habibullah, Chairman of the National Minorities Commission. From Mumbai tonight, MN Singh, former Commissioner of Mumbai Police. From Hyderabad tonight, Swaranjit Sen, the former Director General Police of Andhra Pradesh. And also joining us from Hyderabad tonight, Imran is joining us. He is one of those boys who was falsely charged in the Makkah Masjid case, and we'll hear from him his response to all the developments of today. MN Singh, let me start with you. The fact of the matter is that in the beginning, when this compensation was being offered, there was even a proposal that it's the police officers who had wrongfully arrested these men, whose salaries in a sense should be adjusted to pay these compensation. A number of police officers criticized that proposal. Eventually, it was the state government that paid this. But when you have the High Court actually saying, take back this money, recover this compensation, isn't it really adding injury to insult? The fact of the matter is, doesn't the state or the police force owe some accountability when a mistake as big as this is made?
Well, Barkha, as far as this question is concerned, now there is a judicial order on the subject, and I think that should put an end to all the debate. But the question of the targeting the minority or whatever, you know, I admit that in the course of police investigations, sometimes wrong arrests are made, not intentionally. Sometimes it's a bona fide mistake.
Yes.
And if there is a case of a malafide arrest or an arrest for corrupt reasons, then there are provisions in the law to take action, and even the victim party can also take the police to the court and file cases and all that and seek compensation or whatever it is. Now, this government of Andhra Pradesh's order of compensating the persons who were arrested and later on either acquitted or discharged, I don't know, raises some very fundamental and important issues.
Yes.
The first issue is of legality of this action.
Yes.
And I think the High Court of Andhra Pradesh has already said that this action has no legal basis.
Yes.
In the law,
yes,
Criminal Procedure Code or under the UAPA Act, that is Unlawful Activities Prevention Act of 1967, the police are protected under the law if they make mistake in the course of discharge of their official duty.
Okay.
And without the government sanction, no action can be taken. This is the legal part of it.
Yes.
And there is no law under which this compensation can be paid.
Okay,
the
but
law
that's
says
that's
today.
a technical
Listen,
argument.
no, I want to
come in on
just
the moral argument.
Let me say,
the moral
no,
argument.
your main question still remains answered. Please.
Yes.
Now the issue, your main question remains still answered.
Yes.
Allow me to answer that, please.
Yes.
Now the second important issue is that 80% of the cases end up in acquittal. If you are going to compensate only one segment of the people who are acquitted or discharged, then what are you doing about the rest of the 80%? This is a very arbitrary action, and I think one-sided action, and therefore it can be questioned on that basis of propriety also and legality also.
Okay, that's
the
a good
third
point.
is
Yeah.
the third is they say that this recovery should be made from the salaries of the police officers.
Yes.
If that is going to happen, then where does it leave the police force? I mean, I think you are going to create a situation where police will have to think twice. I admit there are mistakes at times, and those mistakes should be examined. If there are bona fide mistakes, no action can be taken. They are
Yes.
protected under the law.
I've got
If
your
there is a
point.
malafied action,
I've got
then
your
of course
point.
action can be taken,
I've got
and
your
even the
point.
party can sue the police officers.
Okay, Wajad Habibullah, one of the more important points raised by MN Singh, all of them being very legitimate arguments, but one of the important points being raised here is, of course, why should it be religion specific? Why should it be community specific? That the police often makes mistakes. A number of under trials spend years in prison, and those cases end up in acquittals. MN Singh is saying that there is something arbitrary, there's something prejudicial about this being community specific.
I don't really think so, because I would agree with the conclusion that Mr. MN Singh gives, but unfortunately those are drawn upon without knowing the case. In this particular case, as you had mentioned, I think to the Chief Minister, the Honourable Chief Minister, that there was an inquiry committee, there was a commission set up by the State
fact-finding
Minority
panel
Commission,
of the State Minority
and that
Panel.
was a
Yes.
leading lawyer, Mr. Ravi Chandra, a leading lawyer of Hyderabad, had in fact, he is the one who had found that the arrests were illegal, that the persons had been tortured, that evidence had been fabricated.
Yes.
And the matter, when it went to the court, to the Sessions Court, did not even have a charge. It was not, there was no charge of attacking the Makkah Masjid, because by then that had already fallen through.